Warriors! Video number 2 today. Now, I believe in my paradigm, with my banking experience and my deep research, is that XRP is going to take over the world. Now, I've been going deep into the white papers on XRP and the Flare network, and I want to take you through the journey of what I'm learning, and I'd love to hear your comments down below. Say what you mean, but don't say it me. But let's learn together. We all have our fishing poles out, and I'm going to take you on a fishing journey with me, a fishing expedition, so we can learn more. Because I keep hearing all the time that XRP is a shit coin, has no utility, nothing's going to happen to it. That's all the comments I get. But let's go through the research just like I do. This is the type of research I do, so I figured I'd do a YouTube video to show you how deep I go. I'm not just watching YouTubers and making decisions based on what somebody says. I'm going deep into the white papers, connecting the dots, and making decisions that I feel are going to help change the world. So I want to go through the journey with you guys. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. I'm the coach who says, don't believe a word I say. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I'm going deep down the rabbit hole, and I'm connecting the dots and making decisions based on the best I can, trying to understand what the Wizard of Oz is doing. But we never know what the wizard, just like in the movie Wizard of Oz, we went down the yellow brick road, and then we pulled back the curtain, and there was some little guy with a microphone. So let's go through this journey together. I'm going to walk you through how I read white papers, and I'm going to share with you what I think is happening with the Flare network and XRP. I believe the XRP SEC lawsuit is a huge political theater to usher in regulation. Now, XRP, from an ex-banker perspective, a vice president of a bank learning how to scale banks from the ground up, is that XRP is going to solve the liquidity problem for banks. But from what I'm understanding, this Flare is going to allow XRP to run on its network to bring trustless peer-to-peer communication or transfers of money. So we're going to walk through this together. This makes me bullish. I love learning stuff like this. That's why I'm fully backing XRP. I'm like a tick on a dog. I ain't going nowhere because this is the type of research I do. Because I see all the time people putting on my TikTok, Instagram, my YouTube channel saying, oh, it's a shit coin. I'm like, okay, so share with me facts, figures, numbers, and logic. And there's never a response. But let me show you how deep I go down the rabbit hole. This is what I do all day. So this is from the Flare network website. Now, if I'm saying something wrong or explaining something wrong, let's work together to learn together. But hopefully this will help you understand how my brain works, and let's walk through this, okay? So this is a Flare network. You can type this in. Just type in Flare networks. This will pop up. It says Unlocking Value, the Flare network. This was on August 10th, 2020. It says, today we're delighted to make our detailed plans for the deployment of the Flare network publicly. Okay, so let's understand what Flare network is and to solve the two key issues. That's what Flare network is doing. So let's talk about the two key issues. I'm going to talk about what trustless means. I'm going to talk about some things in the Flare white paper. We're going to talk about some things in the XRP white paper. We're going to talk about what Avalanche is, and then we're going to break down what trustless is. So I think it's important for you to understand these things so you know when you're investing in cryptocurrencies what you're investing in, right? You don't want to just invest in something because Elon Musk said that Dogecoin is going to pump or Bitcoin's going to pump. What are you actually investing in? So the first thing that Flare solves is first and immediate importance to building out our industry that is 75% of the value that exists in public blockchains cannot currently be used as trustless manner with smart contracts. Let me repeat that. First and imminent importance to building out our industry is that 75% of the value that exists in public blockchains cannot be currently used in a trustless manner with smart contracts. So that's important to hold on to that in your memory bank as we go through this, okay? Second, in both short-term and long-term consequences, there are potential issues with how scaling is being implemented for smart contract networks today. The majority of new networks use proof of stake or its variants. These protocols derive network safety from their native token. Okay, let me repeat that. The majority of new networks use proof of stake or its variants. These protocols derive network safety from their actual native token. So the immediate issue inherent in proof of stake is that the consensus design doesn't yet safely allow for alternative uses of the native token. If a token holder can obtain a higher yield and with no possibility of slashing by providing collateral to create the stablecoin than they can from staking, then as economic rationalists, they will likely do so. This diverts tokens away from the staking and cannibalizes the safety of the network. Okay, so let's talk about the first thing. So immediate importance is that 75% of the value that exists within blockchains cannot currently be used as a trustless manner. So let's understand what trustless is. Okay, so what do we mean by blockchains are trustless? Trustless sounds like I can't trust you, right? So it has a bad nomenclature, if that's the right word. Many of us are guilty of describing blockchains as trustless systems. However, I've come to realize that the term trustless is ambiguous, confusing, and most importantly, inaccurate for the way we use it. Blockchains don't carry unlimited trust. What they do is minimize the amount of trust required from any single actor in the system. They do this by distributing trust among different actors in the system via an economic game that has incentivized actors to cooperate with the rules defined by the protocol. So this right here is explained in a little bit more in detail. A truly trustless transaction system would look something like this. This is truly trustless. From person 1 to person 2. So if Kev was sitting right next to me, which he is, I could hand him 20 bucks right now. He'd hand it back. I already verified that the money's in my hand. He doesn't have it anymore. There's no double spending. So we'll break that down. So two people are interested in transacting with one another, changes hands directly. They are physically present and therefore can be easily verified. Authenticity. The actual sender is handing over the money and there's no double spending. The money is not fake and it's a real $20 bill. Okay? Well, theoretically flawless, the transaction system is limited, right? What if we're not together? What if Kev's in Japan and I'm here in Arizona? Consider two individuals may trade with one another only when they are close proximity of each other. For economies to function at scale, and transactional systems should enable transfers with anyone in the world regardless of distance. So what they really want is a trusted party, person 1, okay, going from the trusted party into person 2. As you can see from the diagram above, the way we achieve this aim is by having an intermediary who can facilitate the transfer of value to make sure the actual sender is sending the money and the money is real. This begs the question, who serves as the wholly trustworthy intermediary? In the modern day transactional system, the intermediary can be the bank, Chase, i.e. Chase, PayPal, remittance company, Western Union, and credit card company, Visa, and so on. So this is what it looks like right now. So you have person 1 goes to the bank through usually probably a wire transfer, and then it goes back down to person 2. The problem is this is slow, it's clunky, you got a lot of different parties in there, okay? In the centralized model, the bank authenticates you and guarantees the recipient that they are getting real money. In other words, unless there is a direct physical transfer of the value from the individual to the other, there must be an intermediary to exist. We trust. Blockchains are no different. Blockchains define a protocol that allow two individuals to transact with one another peer-to-peer manner peer-to-peer over the internet. When you digitally transfer value from one account to another of the blockchain, you are trusting the underlying blockchain system to both enable the transfer and ensure the sender authenticity and currency validity. So this is what it might look like. You got the SWIFT system down here. You got blockchain 10, blockchain 11. This is the blockchain, person 1, through the blockchain down to person 2. Okay, so we want to make sure we understand what trustless means, right? Trustless means peer-to-peer. Okay, so if we go here to the Flare network, we'll read the white paper. So I'm going to break down the white paper, just a little bit of it. I don't want to spend too much time taking up your time, but I want to help you understand how important I believe this is. The Flare network is going to change the world. I believe in April, the game is going to change. The Flare network is a distributed network running on the Avalanche consensus protocol, adapted by Federate Byzantine Agreement, and leveraging the Ethereum virtual machine. It can thus be leveraged as a scaling method for smart contract networks without relying on economic safety mechanisms. The absence of the link between network safety and the native token, the Spark, allows for greater flexibility as to how the native token can be used. The Spark-dependent application model provides a blueprint for building applications on the Flare network. This relies on three components. Spark uses collateral, Spark used to contribute to the Flare time series, or Oracle providing an on-chain data estimate, and Spark used as a participant token in the governance schemes. Okay? Introduction. To the increasing interest in using smart contract platforms to facilitate decentralized applications has led to the effort to develop a new consensus protocol with increased computation through output. Okay, now let's go down here to the XRP part. Okay, it says right here, the first such representation is XRP as detailed in Net 20, which for the first time will allow XRP to be used trustlessly, right here, no intermediary, trustlessly, okay, from peer to peer, trustlessly with Turing complete smart contracts, okay? This document proceeds as follows. Section 1 introduced the Flare network and its consensus mechanism. Section 3 outlines a specific, I'm reading that part. So let's jump over here to XRP, okay? So FXRP. So FXRP is a trustless representation of the XRP token on the Flare network, which enables XRP holders to use smart contracts with the XRP token. The ensuing ecosystem provides the incentive for agents to participate via the earning fees as well as the capacity to arbitrage. Okay? Introduction. The XRP ledger, XRPL, the decentralized global payments and foreign exchange FX network, is a native token. XRP is the fourth largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, it's dropped since then, of tokens in circulation, and the third largest if the total number of tokens in existence is taken into account. Furthermore, XRPL and the Ripple ecosystem has one of the largest and most active developer communities. RippleNet and the XRP ledger have meaningful enterprises and institutional uptake, and Ripple Labs and the XRP community have been highly successful in creating decentralized payments and FX networks. However, XRPL has been optimized for its payments and FX use case, and as such, because it does not support Turing-complete smart contracts, presented limited utility for other use cases. To date, there's been various approaches to representing the value of non-Turing-complete tokens such as Bitcoin, XRP, or even USD on a smart contract platform, each introducing a certain degree of centralization into the ecosystem. In contrast, FXRP achieves trustless by leveraging a wide group of participants, none of whom need to be trusted, as they have locked-in collateral that is managed smart contracts run on the Flare network, which is decentralized. This is powerful, words. Powerful. This is why Dogecoin makes sense now, why Dogecoin is now going to run on the Flare network. It's going to actually give it real-world utility. Right now, Dogecoin has no utility. Dogecoin is now going to run on the Flare network, from what I understand. That is now going to give it utility. Now I understand. So what is Avalanche? If we go back here, let's understand what Avalanche is. It says right here, let's go back to the top. It says the Flare network is a distributed network running on the Avalanche consensus. So let's understand what Avalanche is.
Global financial fabric is composed of fragmented markets due to regulatory and geographical differences. Until now, there has been no easy way to create and trade digital assets in a legally compliant way. In fact, there is over $800 trillion in world value of assets, yet there is not a unified global marketplace for them. What if...
Stop. Just, do you realize how powerful what she just said was? Let me go over that again from a banking perspective. Think about what this is about to unlock.
Value of assets. In fact, there is over $800 trillion in world value of assets, yet there is not a unified global marketplace for them.
So you have 800 trillion in liquid assets, but there's not a unified global market for them. Do you realize what she's saying right there? Flare is going to run on Avalanche, which Flare is going to allow these tokens to work on their protocol to create trustless transactions of this 800 trillion in the marketplace.
What if we could reimagine financial markets as a unified global network where deploying assets were as easy as sending an email? What if exchanging financial products was unified so one could trade equities, commodities, alternative assets, and more?
Oh, if you've seen, I'll look it up together with us. We will show you the Flare Network teaser video. But think about this, words. We are becoming our own banks, moving money at the speed of light, just like an email. Flare is going to bring that together by using Avalanche. XRP is going to be the FXRP, which is going to create trustless, borderless payments back and forth. Dogecoin is now going to have utility on the Flare network.
All on the same global platform. Ava is the infrastructure to make this possible by enabling any financial network to plug into one universal platform. Welcome to the Internet of Assets, a global financial network for the issuing and trading of all digital goods. Ava can support such a large universal network because of its unprecedented engine. Ava is built with speed that is only possible with a recent breakthrough in distributed systems, known as Avalanche consensus. Current decentralized networks are built on over decade-old consensus protocols that have issues scaling with high performance. But now, there is Avalanche consensus.
Okay, let's pause for just a moment. The key to building a business is scaling, right? They're having scaling issues. Avalanche is going to bring the Flare. It's going to run on the Flare network, or they're going to run together. It's going to help XRP scale, Dogecoin scale. It's going to help these cryptocurrencies scale in a trustless environment.
It enables millions of participants to validate while processing thousands of transactions per second, down to sub-second finalization times. It's blazing fast, really fast.
Why do you think banks are freaking out? Blazing fast, super fast. Banks are slow, they're clunky. The SWIFT system is slow, it's clunky.
Ava pairs this engine with an architecture that can fit the custom needs of unique financial products and decentralized applications. This customizability is achieved through subnetworks, enabling anyone to launch their own tailor-made network with custom virtual machines. Ava lays the foundation for a platform of platforms, where there are thousands of unique subnetworks that can connect and create one unified global market. An asset issuer on Ava has the flexibility to digitize any asset, starting with determining the features, such as privacy-enabled transactions. The issuer can decide whether it wants to be on a permissioned or permissionless network. The asset can be built with custom smart contracts to help design the marketplace functionality. And there can be custom conditions designed to meet compliance requirements. Then launch the asset into the global market.
But think about what they're doing. They're allowing them to meet regulations so we can move the value across the world. Warriors, you are invested in the biggest shift in generational wealth. This is serious stuff. Think about what they're saying right here, Warriors. I'm going to pull up the teaser video so we can watch this together.
Ava is fast, flexible, secure, with a custom plug-and-play infrastructure that is built to serve the needs of decentralized applications, asset issuers, and financial marketplaces. Ava, your one...
Okay, so Flare is going to change the world, but let's look this up together. So let's watch the teaser. You guys have probably seen this before. So let's check this out. Let's look up YouTube real quick. Let's look up the Flare teaser. I want you guys to now, knowing what you know, what I just taught you, and if you have any feedback around this or anything you want to learn together, share with us down here. I hope you're still hanging on here. Now watch this. Now when we watch the Flare, now that you know about Trustless, you know about Ava, you know about the Flare network and what they're about to do, you know that Dogecoin is going to be running on there, XRP is going to be running on there. This is going to change the world, Warriors. So let's watch this together. Let's watch the last Flare Network teaser video. I think it was this one right here. It's my favorite one, I think.
Clear Finance. Clear Finance is the first decentralized finance platform for XRP and Flare holders. Flare Finance increases the utility of Spark and trustless XRP, combining very fast settlement, smart contracts, and consensus. Flare Finance will deliver a handful of non-custodial, decentralized financial infrastructures, including swaps, stable currencies, yield farming, asset-backed notes, insurance, and yield mining for the first time to both XRP and Spark holders.
Okay, so that's very important. For the first time for XRP and Spark holders.
Users of the Flare network can act as their own lead-generating bank and exchange without giving up custody or control of their assets to a...
So you can hold your own, okay, your own currency, and then you can act as your own yield-generating bank and exchange.
Centralized party. What products do we offer? Fair events where they receive the software network to swap currencies and earn passive income by providing liquidity to pools, which
So you're going to be able to provide liquidity pools for other currencies and earn passive income.
provide traders with decentralized on-demand liquidity. Flare Farm is a decentralized yield farming platform. Yield farming is a fair token distribution model in which users stake one token to mine a pool of assets, distributed in a smart contract over a fixed period of time. He enables the user to have an immediately available stablecoin currency. Can be used like any other stablecoin.
All right, I'm going to stop right there, Warriors. You can watch the rest of that video. I just want to share this with you guys. So I want to take you through a journey on how I research things, going through white papers, going deep, connecting the dots. I'm not saying I'm a cryptocurrency expert, but how I do my investment is understanding the cryptocurrency, understanding the narrative, watching the XRP case, what's happening within the ecosystem. And Warriors, I'm bullish on XRP. I ain't going nowhere. But also, I'm not foolish. I don't have all my eggs in XRP. I have many different cryptocurrencies that have high functionality within the ecosystem to change the world. So I just want to bring this to you guys. I want to give you a little insight. I mean, it wasn't as exciting as the other videos, but I want to give you insight on how I do my research and how I connect the dots. Am I always right? No, but damn well I'm researching on a daily basis to bring this information back to my warriors. So down below, in the description down below, you can join our free Facebook group. You can join our Warrior Academy. We have cryptocurrency calls, access to my portfolio, exit strategies. What else do we got? Technical analysis calls on Friday, Discord with over 700 warriors helping each other in the quantum financial system. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey in the quantum financial system. Warriors, rise. Say what you mean. Just don't say it mean. Let's go.